Hello, BookTube. My Errant Barnes & Noble order has finally fully arrived. A few weeks ago, Barnes & Noble had a sale on manga. If you buy one volume of manga, you got half off a second volume of manga. I decided to indulge and bought 7 volumes of manga, although I should have bought one more to get a full discount on one volume of manga. Unfortunately, it has taken some time for the entire order to arrive, and I will talk about that after I talk about the books themselves. So I have organized this haul via series. So I'm going to start with XxHolic by Clamp. I picked up Omnibus Volume 5 and Omnibus Volume 6. So the Volume 5 includes Volumes 13 through 15 of XxHolic, and Volume 6 includes Volumes 16 and 17. The final 2 volumes, 6 and 7, of XxHolic only contain 2 volumes, while the first 5 omnibus editions collect 3 volumes each. So let's read from the back of the book. Unable to understand Spirit's attraction towards him, nor the names of his own parents, Kimihiro is an enigma even to himself. His boss, the dimension which Yuko, may hold the answers. Kimihiro seeks. However, his missing past has a price. Kimihiro must uncover his memories to continue moving forward, but his future under Yuko's tutelage grows uncertain. The secrets of Kimihiro's existence are revealed, while the mysteries that surround Yuko's continue to grow. And Yuko is gone and only remembered by a small few. Because of her disappearance, Watanuki takes it upon himself to run Yuko's wish-granting shop and vows to never leave it. Still inexperienced, he dedicates himself to helping everyone that stops by his shop, including the one that ate his right eye. Watanuki also must take special care not to get himself punished for assigning the wrong price for granting a wish. How long will he allow himself to perform Yuko's work? Will she ever return? So, XxHolic is about a young man named Kimihiro Watanuki, who can see spirits and is incredibly attractive to spirits. One day he stumbles upon a magic shop run by a very powerful witch named Yuko. In exchange for his wish to be stripped of his abilities, Yuko takes him on as a servant. Basically, he does a number of odd jobs for the shop. He cooks and cleans, runs errands, and also helps with Yuko's various customers and fulfilling their wishes. All of this is meant for a special purpose that is revealed later on in the series, as XxHolic is the sister series to Clamp's concurrently running series Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, which is basically a multiversal spanning series. So I've been really enjoying XxHolic. I have the first 3 omnibus volumes and I've read them and quite enjoyed them. I don't have volume 4. Volume 4 and volume 7 are going to be pains in the rear end for me to collect, and that's going to be a project on its own that I will work on in the future. I also picked up 2 volumes of Mao by Rumiko Takahashi, volumes 2 and 3. So this is the back of volume 2. When Nanoka is transported back in time to a supernatural early 20th century, she gets recruited by aloof exorcist Mao. What thread of fate connects them? Together they seek answers and kick some demon butt along the way. Nanoka, Mao, and his helper Otoya investigate the strange cult of Priestess Shoko in hopes of bringing her to justice. But cursed dolls and scrolls of eternal life may be more than they bargained for. Will the priestess's doomsday prophecy come true? Back in the present, Nanoka and friendzone Shiraha do some historical research that uncovers a cataclysmic event yet to occur in Mao's timeline. Then Mao's curiosity gets him on the wrong side of a group of bloodsuckers and in need of a rescue by Nanoka again. And then from Volume 3, when Nanoka is transported back in time to a supernatural early 20th century, she gets recruited by aloof exorcist Mao. For a thread of fate connects them. Together, they seek answers and kick some demon butt along the way. The battle rages on as Byoki tries to take over Mao's body. Nanoka witnesses the accident that orphaned her unfold, and suspicion falls on her present-day guardians. Can her beloved grandfather and Uozumi be trusted? What about Mao, who has no memories of what he does in his hybrid form? Then a former fellow apprentice of Mao's master attacks, with flaming heads. Was Mao really the golden child, or something else? Meanwhile, back in town, young women are disappearing. Who is the prime suspect? So, Mao, Volumes 2 and 3. I have Volume 1, and I read it... I don't remember if I read it earlier this year or late last year. But regardless, in the new year, I will reread the first volume and read the volumes 2 and 3. And I also picked up 3 volumes of The Gray Man by Katsura Hoshino. Volumes 4, 5, and 6. So this is the blurb on Volume 4. Set in a fictional 19th century England, The Gray Man is the story of Alan Walker, a 15-year-old boy who roams the earth in search of innocence. Washed away to unknown parts of the world after the Great Flood, innocence is the mysterious substance used to create weapons that obliterate demons known as Akuma. Alan starts to question the Black Ministry about the clan of Noah and the reason he became an exorcist. With his left eye injured and incapable of detecting Akuma, he has come to understand the constant fear of not knowing whether the person he is talking to is truly human. Despite his confusion, Alan is sent on a mission to seek out his master Cross, one of the marshals of the Black Ministry, and to find why the Akuma have suddenly started targeting leaders of the ministry. For Volume 5, the battle against Aristar Crowry and Eliade continues. With Alan's eye once again healed and operational, the truth begins to be revealed. Alan's companion Lavi realizes that Aristar may not actually be a vampire, but something else entirely. By the end of the battle at Crowry Castle, Alan and Lavi find themselves with an unexpected companion for their journey. And finally, Volume 6. A horde of Akuma is closing in on Alan, but instead of attacking him, they mysteriously head right for another exorcist, Suman Dark. His tragic story and the secret of his unique innocence are revealed. But in the process, Suman's life is threatened. Alan tries his best to save his comrade by putting himself in grave danger. So I have the first 3 volumes of The Gray Man. The Gray Man was incredibly popular about 15 so years ago. And I wanted to try it out, and I've been enjoying the first 3 volumes, and I'm looking forward to these next 3. Although the publication of the later volumes are a bit spotty because of Hoshino's health issues. So, my manga haul before my birthday. So, now on to the errancy of this order. So, I ordered all 7 of these volumes um, at one time. Now, these 5 were the only ones that actually counted for the discount. So I should have ordered one more to get, say, volume 3 was full price, and then get another one for half off. But anyway. So what happened was the order ended up getting shipped into 4 separate packages. D. Gray Man Volume 6, Mao Volume 2, and XxHolic Omnibus Volume 6 came separately and came relatively quickly. Usually if you order with Barnes & Noble, they will get, at least for me, they will get the books relatively quickly. But Mao Volume 3, D. Gray Man Volumes 4 and 5, and XxHolic Omnibus Volume 5 were all going to come together. However, they were just sitting at the distribution warehouse, or the Barnes & Noble warehouse where this order was packed at. And so eventually the sort of delivery estimate window passed, and I contacted Barnes & Noble, and they looked into it. And I guess what ended up happening was that somewhere in the warehouse, I guess the shipping department, the package got lost between there and UPS picking it up to begin its delivery process. So what they did was, or what I requested that they do, was reship the order. And so this order then went into 2 separate shipments. So Mao Volume 3, D. Gray Man Volumes 4 and 5 were shipped via UPS, which gave me a whole lot of heebie-jeebies, because I have not had much success with UPS deliveries the last few months, largely because the apartment complex that I live is weird. So one of the apartment units shares the same number designation as the street address for the entire complex. And then my apartment, which is next door to that one, is one of the 3 bedrooms. But on the another side of the complex, there are 4 one-bedroom apartments that have the same unit designation that my apartment does, but they have A, B, C, and D as part of their unit number. And so when UPS comes by, they're usually trying to get to A, B, C, and bloody D, and they get confused, and they don't really look around for the actual unit that they're supposed to. So they didn't deliver. And so these 3 were supposed to have been delivered on Saturday, but there was that delivery issue. So they tried again on Monday, and this particular driver did deliver these 3 books. So and this was like about a full week or 2, week and a half between these 3 and the other 3 arriving, or the last of the first 3 arriving. And then today, Volume 5 arrived. And this one was shipped how Barnes & Noble normally does the free shipping, which is it's picked up by UPS. UPS carries it until the regional postal distribution and that part of the delivery from the USPS regional facility to final destination is done through the post office. So finally have all of these books in, and I can finally do this manga haul. Look forward tomorrow for another manga haul. Tomorrow is my birthday, and so I have a pretty big manga haul that's already here. It actually came in last Wednesday, but I decided to hold off on opening the package until my birthday because, like my mom, I actually have self-control. So it's going to be pretty big and look forward to it. And I'll talk a bit more about the ordering of that manga haul tomorrow. And then at some point also look forward to my October manga haul from Book People, which I'm still waiting for the shipping confirmation that it's coming. I'm thinking it probably maybe very end of this week, probably sometime next week, although I'm really in not much of a rush since I'm currently rereading Naruto, and I should finish Naruto on the 18th. So no real big needing those volumes right now, although I do tend to worry about these things when shipping takes a little bit longer than I think it should. But anyway, so once again, very happy to have these volumes. I'm going to go put them back up. And until I see you next time, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.